for Homewood, both at the club and at the high school level. Number 17 on that far side, that's Brian Rodriguez, addition from the HVS group. Started playing with FC Birmingham this season, I believe. Nice ball in. Run through by number 19. Put on the goal. Oh, and the first goal for FC Birmingham by Miles Broom on the attack. Number 19. Drives up every practice from Montgomery, and that kind of commitment to his training, that kind of commitment to his fitness pays off as he basically just runs straight through the Limeno defense and scorches one into the far corner. So we got an early 1-0 lead here at Falcon Stadium. It is FC Birmingham 1, Limeno 0. All right. Well, FC Birmingham had a close loss last weekend, a 2-1 loss on the road after traveling about 3 hours to their opponent. This week, getting to stay at home and got to practice on this field, got to play on this field, and early results has paid off. Very short bench for the Limeno Academy today. Legitimately, there are just coaches over there. Oh, shot goes wide by number 10, Maynard Flores. Maynard joins us. Also was a former HVS player, played over at Tarrant High School, and originally born in Honduras. Maynard is a really composed player. Very nice addition to the FC Birmingham program. I think we've just now joined the stream, so hopefully everybody has who's watching is picking up. The score is 1-0 FC Birmingham. Really excited to have our U23s for the first time being streamed on the season. They had a great week of practice, had a great scrimmage against our first team on Thursday evening. Nicely spirited, and have come out with that same kind of intensity and take an early 1-0 lead. Here we are 8 minutes into the contest. So through ball, looks like the attacker's way offsides. Kenneth Morris, our goalie, Kenny, didn't know anything about it and made short work of it anyway. So offsides on the opposing team, but really didn't make any difference because Kenny was all over it. Kenny's a great keeper. Joining us from Sylacauga High School, 5'10", 150. He's an up-and-coming star in the FC Birmingham program. For those of you who didn't know, it's extremely hot in Alabama, and it's extremely hot in Alabama today, and it's extremely hot in this booth today. So if I stop talking for any reason, it's probably because I passed out. Luckily, there's people around. They'll find me. Oh, nice block by Cedric Dorina. Oh, a quick turnover, though. That is not what we wanted. Loose ball played by Iverson. Good work by the goal scorer there. Miles really shielding off the attacker, making sure they couldn't get it, and winning the ball back for FC Birmingham. We got a doubleheader today, so if you're listening to this broadcast and you want to see some good soccer, our first team, I see a couple of our first teamers, Harrison and Juan, walking up to the complex right now. But a couple of our first teamers are here today, and the rest of them will be here tonight at 7 o'clock. FC Birmingham will be hosting the number one team in the league, team that's won the Premier Division in the UPSL a couple times, Dalton United. So if you want to come see some amazing soccer, 7 o'clock tonight, Falcon Field, basically known as Pleasant Grove Field. If you look it up in your GPS, it's going to be a beautiful evening. No rain in the forecast. Temperature's going to drop some for us once the lights come on. So it should be a good evening. Nice pressure by FC Birmingham, forcing it back to the keeper. Number 10, Maynard, really working hard up there. Didn't really have a lot of help from his team. It was really just him and Cam. Iverson Lung, the left back on the far side, I believe started the season with our U19 team. I think he's a Carver High School student, also born in Honduras. Really solid player. Oh, what a strike. Don't know any of the other team's players' names, so if I just say nice play by that guy, that's really all I know. So beautiful strike by I guess he's probably their 6 or an 8 on their team. Pitch here at Falcon Field is starting to look a little bit better. A lot of games get played on this field. Is one of the larger Sunday League systems. Also hosts some games here on all 3 fields within the Pleasant Grove complex on Sundays. So if you're ever looking for a fun Sunday of some authentic soccer, please come out and support the Sunday League action. Some of the best food you'll ever eat. Nice ball there by Alejandro. Over the top to Iverson, who's making a run from his left back position. Big cross. A little bit too deep, but controlled over here on this side. Number 11, Raul Manuel. Calmly won by Cedric Dorina, who plays it back into Maynard. Tries to spin it and turn it towards the goal, but just misses the ball. But here we are. It's 12 minutes in. It's FC Birmingham 1. Limeno 0. Attack up top for FC Birmingham is led by Cameron Broom Pearson. Cam has been a long-time member of the club. He's played at the U19 level. He's played on the first team. He's played on the reserve team. He's played wherever FC Birmingham has needed him. And he's changed position a couple times. Lately, he's been up here as a striker, and I think what he does really well is he puts pressure on the opposing teams. Very light call by referee there, but I guess Maynard had his arm out a little bit and kind of used it to get an advantage. I feel like I hear a drum off in the distance. Perhaps King Kong is near. Oh, it's some fans. We had some fans that have brought some instruments today. Nice steal. Cedric Dorina plays a very solid 6. Very composed, very calm. Oh, like a little bit of extra contact from number 8. He was the guy who absolutely ripped a shot earlier in the game, but no call there. Let the big boys play. I like it. Good win by Ryan Borden there. There's one thing about Ryan Borden. Ryan is one of the toughest kids I've ever met. While doing some training over at Lawson Stadium one day, he literally fell and busted his shin open, walked over, had to drive himself to the emergency room and get about 10 stitches in his shin, and was back in about a week's time on the pitch. So one of the toughest kids you'll ever meet. Ryan is a excellent outside defender. He'll be playing in college somewhere next year, no doubt. Another rip from number 8 on their team. He seems to be the guy who is getting his head up and trying to put one on goal. But yeah, there's a lot of players on this team that I think have bright futures at the collegiate level. Should they decide that that's where they're going to head. And played off the FC Birmingham tent. What a play. Cameraman nodded. I think he liked it. We're in the 16th minute. It's still FC Birmingham 1, Limeno 0. Really, the FC Birmingham goalie has yet to be challenged with a shot on goal. We have Cam Broom checking all the way back from his striker position into his own half, wanting to get a touch on the ball. A little bit of a loose pass there from Jaden Harris. It's a pretty simple one over to Alejandro, but put a little bit too much mustard on it, and I think Alejandro just assumed it was for the left back who had already made a run down the field. Ball played out. Number 11, Raul, really fighting hard. Limeno seems content to cycle the ball around. They have really been playing very hard to keep possession. They just have really failed to find any creativity to figure out how to make that possession turn into anything that is meaningful. FC Birmingham, on the opposite side, is very happy to let them control it on their end of the pitch, picking the ball up at midfield and really putting pressure at that point. Oh, a nice move by the right wing on that side. Number 8, marked tightly by Cedric. Cedric gets a foot in and gets that block. It's about 20 after 4. We've been going here for almost 18 minutes into this game. Corner put in, stopped by Cedric, who places it out of bounds for a throw-in deep in the FC Birmingham end. But better to have a throw-in than a corner kick, so very nice play there. Kenny comes off his line and gets a little bit of action. It's his first real touch of the game. Ryan Borden kind of tiptoeing the sideline here. Through ball put in, but again, nice step in by number 4. Long ball played over the top. It's given to Maynor. Falling to his feet. Maynor's unselfish, plays it over to Cam. Ball ricochets. Raul takes a shot, but ricochets off a couple players, takes all the sting off it, and goes harmlessly to the goalie for Limeno. For future broadcasts, if any of the other teams are out there listening, bring a copy of your roster to hand to the commentator. I would love to actually be able to talk about your players, who they are, as opposed to just referring to your team as a team. But today, that's what we'll be doing. I have no idea who anybody is on this other side. Limeno, once again, FCB's happy to let them cycle the ball around deep in their own half. I would say they've had the bulk of the possession, but the bulk of their possession has been in their final third with them on the ball. So again, not going to put the ball in the net from there. So FC Birmingham not concerned in the least. Looks like Limeno is already resulted to just trying to play some long balls. Ball rolled out to Cedric in the middle. Throw in over the far side for Limeno. Ball played up. We seem to be finding some nice pockets of space right in the center of the field. They're content to have a lot of players back on defense. So it's a strange game to watch at this point. It's almost like Limeno's content to contain a lot of the possession of the ball and is also content to not produce any scoring chances. So hopefully as the game goes on further, we'll see both teams get a little braver with trying to push the ball up the field. Looks like we're going to take a water break. I'm going to do the same real quick. I'm going to step outside of this hot booth, and I will rejoin when the teams rejoin. All right, looks like both the teams are ready to go again. Here we are with about 25 minutes into this game. It's FC Birmingham 1, Limeno 0. It's a hot day. Limeno's academy has 0 subs. So, yeah, I think the water breaks is appropriate so that especially their players have the ability to survive for the entire game. Ball played across. It's a good cross, just missed everybody. Good work by Cam Pearson to get back. That was a strange play over there. Looking at the crowd right now, I see a blueberry muffin I'd like to eat. I'm going to assume that's homemade. Ball out of bounds on the near side. Going to be a throw-in for FC Birmingham. Ball thrown into Maynor. Maynor plays it. Oh, thought he got it over the top. A bicycle try by Brian Rodriguez. Very hopeful attempt there, but you're never going to know what you can do unless you try. That's what I tell my boys. What is it? You're going to miss every shot you don't take, I guess. So he missed the shot he did take, but that's okay. The saying still applies. Nice step in there by Ryan Borden. So far, our defense has just looked rock solid. Hopefully, I'm not jinxing the defense, but they've just looked so good. We need to have a little bit better job of possessing the ball up at the front. I think once we put those two things together, I think this team has got a lot of opportunity. Oh, nice drop down there. Shot on goal. Oh, really? Kenny full stretched, but it ends up missing the mark. But that's about as close as you can get to a goal without it going into the goal. An amazing shot there, off of a really nice laydown. Their big number 9. Did exactly what a center forward should do. He lays the ball off, provides a nice window for someone to come in with that shot at the end. So nice work. That's the first real scoring chance for Limeno. So maybe they heard me talking up here in the booth. 28 minutes in, still FC Birmingham 1, Limeno 0. I apologized earlier, but I will apologize again that I'm going to say the score an awful lot. Jaden Harris inadvertently hits number 18 with a arm. He's going in for a slide tackle, threw his arms up in the air. Definitely made contact to the face with his hand, but there's no intention there, so we'll take a free kick for Limeno, and we'll move it back. Ball played in by Ryan Borden after a foul. Quick restart. Thought the ball was turned over, but won quickly by Miles Broom. A little bit of possession of the ball would be great for FC Birmingham right now. They have the lead, but they've definitely lost right now in the possession battle. So to give themselves a little bit of breathing room, it'd be nice to hold on to the ball. As soon as I said that, we lost the ball. I feel somewhat responsible. nice step in by Cedric there, playing the ball in the middle. Got unfortunately three FC Birmingham players all on it. Ball falls to Raul. He hits a shot over the goal. Would have been good from 35 yards through the uprights, but not on the soccer field. A little bit more pressure out of FC Birmingham right now. Coach, I haven't even mentioned the coach of the U23s. It's none other than Doug Walk, also co-owner of the FC Birmingham club. He's been out of the coaching rank for a couple seasons, but really wanted to get back in and give coaching a try again. And he's doing really well. This team is obviously responding to what he's teaching them. So. I'd like to thank some of the sponsors of our club while I've got a minute here. Mendez Woodworks, Pollo Loco, Atrox Fear Factory. It's about to be Atrox time. If you don't know what it is, look it up. Just the advertisements, the website alone will scare you. Puma, Mi Pueblo Supermarket, Sapphire Services. A lot of people work hard to help make what we do here at FC Birmingham happen, both at the youth level and for our two UPSL teams. My understanding is that our U13 team today got their first victory of the season, so congratulations. I think they were up in Coleman. I think we suffered a couple of tough losses at the U19, U17 level. I hope I'm saying that correctly. I'm sure I'll be corrected if I am. But our girls, U17 girls, are playing right now on a different field over at Carver. I don't know how they've done so far, but yeah, I think there's a lot of good things that are going on with the program, and pretty exciting to be a part of this growing. For those of you guys who don't know, FC Birmingham operates as a 401c3. So if you're ever looking for a tax write-off, a place to give some money, number 18 is going down with an injury. That's not good. It is, it might be a cramp. If it's a cramp, I hate that he's cramping 33 minutes into the game. It's going to be a long afternoon with no subs. But yeah, FC Birmingham operates as a 401c3. So if you're looking for a place to put some tax write-offs to work, or you just want to support a really good program that's helping the youth of Birmingham really discover, how not only to play the game of soccer, but how to be good people within their communities. I've had a lot of success helping kids move from the youth ranks up into college scholarships. A lot of kids who probably weren't even thinking about going to college are now sitting in classrooms. So every dollar helps, legitimately. You can go to our website at fcbirmingham.com, and there's a Donate Now button, or you can contact us through our Contact Us if you'd like to talk about how your organization could become a part of our organization. It takes a lot of work to help all these kids, so we're always looking for people to get involved. Ball back in play. Looked like number 18 was able to shake it off. The way he went down, I thought he had tore his Achilles or something, but looks like it was just a pretty bad cramp. And if any of you guys have had cramps, it can feel like you've torn a muscle. I think we had the image frozen. Hopefully it is now up and running again. At least it is on the monitor here in the booth. I apologize to everyone. Doug, who is coaching this game, is typically the guy helping me run the booth itself. And unfortunately, with him down at the side of the field, I don't always know when things aren't working. So I think we've got the feed fixed. If we do not, I apologize that you're having to just listen to my voice. Ball played out down in the deep in the Limeno end. Ball thrown in quickly to Ryan Borden, who plays it across to Miles. Miles, the goal scorer, plays it in. Oh, offsides, but man, that was a close run. Very well worked play. Very good looking soccer on the pitch. I want to give a shout out to the first team head coach, Gabriel Gregoire, who actually informed me of the frozen video. So appreciate I know he's getting prepared for a huge game tonight with Dalton United, and I appreciate him watching the telecast for the U23s. I know he's always watching this team, trying to develop and see if there's any talent that needs to get an opportunity up with our first team. Most of our first team at some point in time has played with our U23s or our reserve team. So it's really a program where we are always constantly trying to develop players. Looked like a little bit of a push in the back there. I'm a little surprised the referee didn't give that. That was number 7 had two full arms out, shoving Maynor into the back there. I can understand a slight touch, but when it's going to be that obvious, I think you got to call it to keep control of the game. We got one little part of the pitch that's in the shade. Maybe that's why Limeno has chosen to play down there so much. And again, this long ball is, I guess it's what they've got right now. But at the UPSL level, it's really going to be tough to break down an organized defense with just a long through ball like that, especially on a shorter pitch like we have here at Falcon Field in Pleasant Grove, Alabama. Looks like there's a throw-in on the far side of the field. Ball's getting pushed around again deep in the Limeno end. I think, again, FC Birmingham is probably quite content to let that continue. Limeno coaches up off the bench. You can tell there's a heightened sense of urgency from Limeno's sideline in the last couple of minutes, trying to figure out, exactly what they're going to do to try and break down this. It's really the midfield, is what I would say, of the FC Birmingham attack. Really, Miles and Cedric in the middle have really just controlled that center of that pitch, been really confident and calm on the ball, and that's just enabled everything to have a little bit more time for FC Birmingham. Alejandro is looking around. He's just cycling it over to Jaden. Ryan Borden trying to make a run down the right side. He's hitting the baseline. Oh, he cuts it back. Oh, right to. It's going to fall to number 11. Ball rolls to Cedric. Cedric has a hit and puts it through the uprights for 3. Good run of play, though. A great run by Ryan Borden, resulting in a good ball across the field. Ball cycles back to Raul. Raul plays it over to Cedric. Cedric has the shot he should have. He's just got to get his shoulders leaned over that ball and drive it home. Again, though, Cedric's got nothing but respect for me so far in this matchup. He's truly controlled the center of the pitch, he and Miles together. Oh, number 18 is down again with cramps. It's probably going to be a bad situation for 18. I don't see him surviving this match if he's down for the second time already. We're in the 41st minute. Got another stoppage play. Again, it's really hot out here, so please don't think I'm saying anything about his cramping issues. I wouldn't last one lap up and down this field, but it is unfortunate that he's having this severe cramps this early. Unfortunate. It looks like number 18 is having to be walked off the pitch. Hopefully he'll be able to return and that Limeno won't have to play a man down. Again, they didn't bring any substitutions whatsoever, so they don't have anybody to look to for reinforcements at this point. We're in the 43rd minute. No idea what kind of stoppage time they might add to this game in the first half. We've had 2 water breaks. We've had 2 lengthy cramp breaks. We've had a goal. So, your guess is as good as mine. My guess is that he's not going to add much time, and, we're going to go into halftime shortly. It's 1-0 still, FC Birmingham. Looks like I'm being told by our cameraman that he saw 3 fingers go up from the referee, so maybe 3 minutes of stoppage time. Good eyes there. He may not always stay with the ball, but he can definitely tell how many fingers the refs has up. Oh, look like 2 guys just grappling there. But instead, it's a penalty going to be on Alejandro. Going to be a free kick from 35 yards, something like that. Should be a pretty tough shot if he's going to try and play it directly on goal, which is what it looks like he's going to do. We'll see what their number 9's been screaming for the ball. He hasn't been able to get much service up there, so this is his opportunity to put his foot through it. So let's see what he has. Plays it nice and low. Kenny's watching it, lets it roll out. No concerns at all from the FC Birmingham keeper. Ball played deep, just a little over Maynard, but that's going to be won by Miles. Got to get control of it. Unfortunately, he loses it. Looked like we had some numbers there we might be able to exploit. Oh. Long shot from Maynard Flores, bobbled by the keeper. It was really it was a play where the FC Birmingham players are trying to run away from the ball, and the defender kicks it right into him. The ref was right to just let the play continue. I know there were probably some players and whatnot saying, well, they weren't 10 yards out, but they were trying to get back. It wasn't like they were standing in front of the ball trying to block the ball. They were running away from the ball when they got hit. So glad the referee didn't reward them, and honestly, I'm glad that they didn't get punished. Would like to see all of the goals scored legitimately from the run of play. Another long ball played down. Oh, ball cycled forward really quickly. Maynard can get that off his feet. Plays it into a space, but nobody was making the run at that time. Probably had a runner going down that left-hand side. I'm not really sure why he chose not to use him over there. That looked like the easier play. I will say Miles runs through the ball, which is good. Okay, well, we ended up with 2 minutes of extra time. It's now halftime. Score is FC Birmingham 1, Limeno 0, and we will join you again as soon as the second half starts. Here we are about to start the second half of action. Thank you guys for sticking with us for the first half. We're still learning all this audio-visual stuff ourselves, so just bear with us if the screen freezes. If there's any issues, anything like that, just let me know, and we'll try to fix it. Second half has started. We have Limeno going from left to right, FC Birmingham going from right to left. And score at halftime, just starting halftime, is the second half is FC Birmingham 1 and Limeno 0. Ball played up front. We've got a new player on the field, number 20. I believe that's Edgar Martinez, also from HVS. Went to Tarrant High School. Says his favorite soccer player is Irving Holland, so hopefully he can play just like Holland and put a couple of balls in the back of the net for us. I feel like we've been getting close and closer to extending this lead, and maybe Edgar can give us a good half. He's replacing Cam Broom. Cam has given us an amazing first half, lots of energy, and now we're putting on some fresh legs for the second half. I don't notice any other changes. I'll be looking to see if I see anything. There's definitely no changes, I can tell you that, from the Limeno standpoint, because they have no one to change. Oh, the ball slipped through. Linesman was going to call offsides, then chose not to call offsides, so I'm not really sure what happened there. But ball is played into to the byline, and it's going to be a corner kick. Trying to see if I can see who is standing over this ball. Maybe Maynard taking that kick, plays it a little bit long. But again, as always, the ball cycles out to Cedric, who plays it across. Oh, a ricochet from Edgar puts it on frame. Edgar Dominguez, big old kid, 6'2". Going to be a different type of presence. Cam's not short. Cam's 6 feet tall, but add an extra couple 2 inches. Some of that might be hair, but ball played deep and picked up by Kenny. No problem. Kenny's going to roll it out over here to Alejandro. Over to Iverson. Over to Miles. Nice ball movement. Rushed it a little bit. Nice give and go there between Iverson and Brian Rodriguez. Played out of bounds, but still possession of FC Birmingham. Going to be another throw for FC Birmingham. Oh, ball touched across the inline just barely. Edgar trying to beat that last defender and then play the ball back. Long ball played in. Looks like Limeno's getting a little bit more adventurous this I'm joined up in the booth now. He's not going to put a headset on because he's getting prepared for his game. But first team coach Gabriel Gregoire, he's noticing that it's quite balmy inside this broadcast booth. Anything you can do to get a little bit of fresh air. He's wondering why I'm broadcasting with my head out the window, and that's why. Ball goes out of play on the near side. Going to be a throw in for Miles Broom. He plays it back to Iverson. Looks like number 18 for Limeno is going to try and give it a go in the second half. If you remember, he had a couple of run-ins with cramps in the first half, limiting them to 10 players. But he's out there playing in a more central midfield role. Tough call there on Iverson. Looked like the player was going straight out of bounds anyways and just chose to take the dive to grab the call. But it worked right in front of the Limeno cameraman. He's going to have a great shot of this free kick. Number 7 for their team taking the kick. Nice ball played in. Going to be a discussion by the center ref and the linesman. Limeno players were calling for a handball on the play. Neither one of them saw anything, and so the ball is going to be played back. I kind of thought that it probably did hit the arm of the FC Birmingham defender, but I thought his arm was probably in a natural position. And what are you going to do from a foot away? There's not a whole lot. I'm glad to see a ref not rewarding, something like that where it was completely within a natural run. The coach and I were just talking up here in the booth, and we want to make sure we give a special shout-out to one of our longtime first-team players, Lupe Villanueva. He is getting married this evening. He'll be missing our game against Dalton, but we wish him all the best. We've gotten to know his fiancée, soon-to-be bride, over the years, supporting him at all these events, and we couldn't be more excited for him and the family to introduce her as a new Villanueva. So congratulations, Lupe. We'll miss you tonight. We could definitely use you. It's never nice to go into battle without a former Premier Division Golden Boot winner, but we definitely understand that sometimes there are things in life, i.e. what you're getting into, that are more important than one game. So best of luck, sir. Ball played long. They're going to say it took a bounce off of Iverson down in the corner. It's going to be a corner kick. They actually have looked fairly dangerous on these corner kicks so far. We definitely don't want to keep giving them to them, that's for sure. Ball going to be played in. Number 20 for Limeno, going to be playing this ball in. Plays it super long. That's been kind of the case of all the free kicks today. Is nobody's judging the width of this pitch very well, and they're all playing the ball a little bit longer than they should be. Looks like foul going to be called against Miles. I think Miles thought he was getting the foul call, so I think he's a little bit shocked that he's having to take 10 steps back, but. So absolutely perfect place for a free kick. Enough time to get it up and down over this wall. You get to see plenty of the goal from this angle. Gentleman standing over the ball, number 8, has been the one who's taken the most consistent shots on goal so far. So I would think there's absolutely no way he's not taking this. Luckily, hits off of our wall. Great job by the two defenders being in right place at the right time. Right now, Limeno has really turned up the heat. FC Birmingham has not had much of the ball and has not had it on the Limeno end of the field at all. Kenny lets the ball roll out harmlessly. We give a shout out to we have a one-man ball crew working today, and I think his name's Henry, plays for our U19 team, and he's done an amazing job working all the way back and forth by both touch lines. Game has not slowed down for 1 second. Hope he or someone like him is going to be present at the later game tonight. And again, if you're listening to this broadcast, you still got plenty of time. Get you some food. Get down here. Come watch a amazing soccer game. We got food here if you don't want to go get some food. But we got FC Birmingham. We've got Dalton United, two top-of-the-table teams getting ready for a Premier Division UPSL matchup. Should be a great time. Ball seems to have been stuck to this side of the pitch as well. Not only the right side, but literally the near side. The right and the near is where this ball has been staying the entire first 13, 14, 15, 16 minutes of the second half. Still score of FC Birmingham 1, Limeno 0. Goal scorer Miles Broom really just made a strong run. A nice volley there by number 10, Maynard Flores. Thought he was going to get that on goal, but just went a little bit wide. Limeno really trying hard to go down this side of the field. I think they've seen Iverson, who's calling for his own sub. It seems to be struggling a little bit. See some of the first-team players starting to wander into the facility. Still about an hour 45 from their kick. Looks like Iverson needs to come off the pitch. I'm not sure for the delay in looks like number 15, Andrew Bourbon, is going to be coming on to the pitch. Andrew, born in Los Angeles, California, played for Douglas High School. Going to be stepping in as our left back. Iverson, who's had a solid game back there. Nothing's gotten by him. We're in the 60th minute now. A nice run through by Maynard Flores. Tempers flaring a little bit. Looked like the Limeno player put him in a headlock and threw him to the ground. So I don't blame Maynor for being a little bit upset. They were battling back and forth, but referee was pretty slow to come over and get involved in this action, and doesn't look like he's going to issue any type of cards for the altercation. So not really sure how you can have that type of activity and no one get any kind of penalties. Miles, the goal scorer, is coming off the pitch. Looks like number 8, Josue Rosales, another Honduras player, is coming onto the pitch. One thing you will notice as soon as Josue gets onto the pitch is he will bring the energy. He's a very active player, very quick, and we'll lose no intensity whatsoever with Miles coming off and Josue coming on. So good sub. Legs have got to be getting tired at this point. Oh, my. Looked like the linesman called for a touch on the keeper there. I'm not sure he got his hand on it, but maybe he did. But that's the call. So it's going to be another corner kick for Limeno. Ball placed in. Oh, it floats right across the middle of the box. That's a dangerous one. Past a lot of bodies. Once she hits the fence, boys, it's out. Looking over the field. Looks like Coach Walk has gotten off the bench. He's getting a little bit more engaged with coaching. He had said his strategy today was he wasn't going to do a lot of coaching from the bench. He'd done a lot of coaching during the week, and that he's just going to let the players play. But as we all know, a coach is a coach is a coach. Nice save there by Kenneth Morris. Ball played out. A lot of dangerous passing going on right now, but FC Birmingham gets the ball back under control. Neither team has really done a great job of switching the run of play. Everything is kind of staying compact and on its respective sides. I think if one of the teams can get the ball and move it quickly to the opposite side of the field, I think they'll find that there's a lot more space available when they do that. Easier said than done when you're up in the booth for sure. Nice turn there by Cedric Torina. Oh, another hard tackle in the midfield, but he's going to play a play on. Ball falls to number 20. Andrew down the sideline, going to play that left foot in. Oh, unfortunately, just over the top of the goal. shocked that the referee isn't going back and issuing a card for the tackle on Cedric at midfield. That seemed like he was going to let the ball play on, but then penalized later. But he has yet to issue any cards that I'm aware of in this game, including the almost fight that it broke out. Looks like the big man's offsides. I'm a little surprised the flag didn't go up. Oh. Score is 1-0 FC Birmingham over Limeno. We are now 2/3 of the way through this matchup in the 66th minute. Right now the game has kind of moved to a grinding, slow pace. We really need to see an infusion of some activity, someone with some creativity who can make something happen out on this pitch. Oh, late yell by the keeper. Andrew Babone had to make a play on that ball, and he does. Makes a nice play. Oh, nice run around by Maynor. Oh, ball played across dangerously by the defender, but he gets away with it. Oh, my. Strange ball played out of bounds there by number 11. I think I can see what he was trying to do. He was trying to prevent the corner kick, but, man, he rocketed it out for a corner kick. Pretty good. Ball played into the middle. Oh, we got a huge height advantage there with Edgar. But the ball goes over his head and into two men unmarked. Nobody is able to get their head on that ball or chest on that ball, unfortunately. Not really sure where this guy's going to throw the ball in. It literally went out by the corner flag. Nice run into the box by Maynor. Oh, he drops it back. Oh, to number 8, Jose Rosales, who missed his shot, unfortunately. It was there for the taking, and might have taken a funny hop on him. I'm not sure, but I know that's one that Josue will want back, as it was a great run and pass there, setting him up for that shot. See one of our first team players, Emmanuel Mendez, walking into the complex right now. Manny has been out for a number of weeks with an injury. Hasn't played yet this season. I think he's going to get his first minutes of action tonight. The right-hand third of the pitch is now engulfed in a nice shadow. Everything else, though, is still in this blistering 88 degrees. Long shot. Kenny had it written all over. Number 11, Raul Manuel Baltazar was the goal scorer last weekend in our 2-1 loss on the road. Looks like we got a couple more subs getting ready to warm up. See a couple more of our first-team players. It's good to see them coming and supporting the reserves on this hot day. We got bodies down all over the field right now. I don't really know what's going, but I think that the weather right now is winning this game 3-0. But it is FC Birmingham 1. Limeno, this is their second team, 0. Later in the season, we will have Limeno's first team playing against this same exact FC Birmingham team. Limeno has both of their teams as they're rejoining the UPSL over here in the Division 1. I would assume it's going to be a little bit tougher of a team. This team's been tough enough. It's just a 1-0 game. Unfortunately, I think down the stretch of this, the fact that there's just no reserves available at all for Limeno is really going to be a tough thing to overcome. But we're taking a water break real quick, and I'm going to go outside and catch me some fresh air as well. All right, looks like the water break is over. Not 100% sure that Limeno is going to have 11 players left on the pitch. Looks like one of their players has pulled his shoe off and is tapped out. So should be an advantage for FC Birmingham over the course of the last 15 minutes or so, plus stoppage time. Been a good matchup, though. Not a lot of excitement in this matchup as far as like opportunities, but good, solid soccer game. Two well-coached teams. Josue tries to kick the drop ball right into the referee. That's a unique thought, as that would result back in just another drop ball, which is, we could play that all night, couldn't we? Just keep kicking it at him. A new time-wasting strategy. Oh, Cedric got under it again. We're going to have a training session with Cedric and talk about getting your head over the top of the ball. He knows this. His coach at Homewood High School, if he's watching this game right now, is telling him, get those shoulders squared over the ball and lean into it. But Cedric has controlled the middle. Hasn't rested for 1 second, and honestly looks as fresh as he did in the first minute. Looks like we got a couple of changes during the water break. I'm trying to see. Looks like we might have a new center back. Looks like maybe Alejandro has stepped off the pitch. Not sure who is coming in for him. He hasn't turned his back to me yet. Number 6, Juan Rivera, is on the pitch for the first time. Nice run by Maynard. Oh, he gets it off. Oh, hits the side of the goal on a deflection. Looks like Maynard hurt himself a little bit on that shot, though. Most of the first-team players are now here up at the complex. They're all sitting in the stands off to my left, rooting on their U23 brothers. See Caleb Sippin walking up. If you guys stick around and either come and show up for the 7 o'clock game for the big boys, or if you are going to watch the stream from your home, a lot of these names I'm saying of these players that are walking up are guys that are going to be instrumental in the game tonight. It'll be a tough task. Dalton so far this season has absolutely annihilated their competition, but FC Birmingham has been so solid so far. A little bit of a wasted kick there. Oh, number 8 making a run. Oh, he puts it far post. Josue with the steal. Tried to go far post with it and just missed. Long ball being played. Ball played over. Moving up the right-hand side of the field. We've got numbers over there. We should have numbers everywhere at this point. Oh, a nice tackle by Maynard. Oh, taken down in the box. No doubt about it. That's about to be a PK. Good work by Maynard there. The ball was played into him, into a lot of traffic, and he was able to kind of get it on his feet and move it around. And then the defensive player just absolutely tossed him to the turf. So, unfortunately, he's cramping up again, and he may not be available for this kick. Not sure who's going to line up to take the shot for FC Birmingham. We know who the first team would give it to. They would give it to Michael Brew, the leading scorer for the FC Birmingham first team. He's got 3 goals on the season, 1 on a header and 2 from the spot. So he's hoping to keep his scoring ways, 3 goals in 3 games. Looks like the linesman is being asked to get involved in this play. I'm not sure how they could determine anything but a PK on this play. Would be absolutely shocking. Looks like Cedric Dorina is going to end up taking this kick. Oh, the linesman overrules the referee and says no PK. I cannot believe that was not given as a PK. Looked like there were multiple kids offsides on that play, but again, this linesman on this side of the pitch is not staying with the play of action. There's no doubt about it. When he goes back and watches the replay of this game, I think he will. I think he'll be a little bit embarrassed at how far behind the play he's been. I normally don't. I try not to call out any referees unless I'm just a spectator. But when I'm commentating, but I think the bottom line when you're a linesman is you got to stay with the last offender. There's probably the most important thing you do. You can see right now that neither of the linesmen are with the last offender on either side of the pitch. Strange refereeing right now, and not looking to actually count off the 10 yards, allowing the other player to just pick the ball up and move it forward about 2 or 3 yards. It's just strange. No harm, no foul. Ball gets hit well over the goal. We're in the 84th minute. I got 6 minutes left in regulation. We have had a water stoppage. We've had a fight stoppage. We've had several cramps. So we'll see what the referee chooses to put up as extra time. But we know we have 6 minutes left in regulation. Poor Ryan Borden on that side of the field seems to have gotten dumped about 20 times and hasn't gotten one call. But like I said, Ryan Borden's a tough kid. Something tells me he'll dish it out. Looks like number 10, Maynor Flores, is coming back on. So now the sides are back with FCB up a man as well, I'm not sure. Maybe the other player from yeah, it does. It looks like the player for – so both teams are back at 11. Looks like the player for Limeno, who had taken his shoe off and was sitting on the bench, has put the shoe back on. Oh, a nice slide there by Ryan Borden to win that ball. Again, taken down. Finally, Ryan gets a call on that side of the pitch. He worked hard to get that call, too. Kevin Irvin showing up now on the pitch. One of the youngest players in the UPSL. Not sure if he's turned 18 yet or if he's still 17, but senior in high school, plays with our first team. Oh, a good try on a flick on, but just bounced right into the defender. Limeno, though, bringing it up slow. No sense of urgency, even though they're down 1-0 with about 4 minutes left in the game. Based on what they've done, they'll probably, yes, they will play it long. Ball played out of bounds by FCB. You can definitely tell there's a little bit of confusion on the field right now. I don't know if it's all the subs or something else, but definitely somebody needs to be the calming presence to get control of the team. Everybody seems a little bit confused because he's marking to throw it exactly where Josue threw it in from. So, I don't know. Maybe the game was moving a little bit too fast. Going to throw in over here, number 15, Andrew Bourbon. Ball goes down the line. Going to be off of Limeno. You can see the shadows starting to creep onto the field a little bit. It won't be too long before we'll have the lights on here. Ball thrown into the corner to Edgar. Back over to Andrew. Didn't really get that cross exactly like he wanted it to. Long ball being played. FC Birmingham's having no problems winning that initial ball. It is the second ball that they are not winning. Calmly played down the line. Good show of sportsmanship there by Edgar Dominguez. He could have made a harsh run with that ball, but chose to let it roll out of bounds in order for the Limeno player to get back up. I see Dalton's squad starting to walk onto the pitch as well, or towards the pitch. It's, again, a highly anticipated UPSL matchup. Last year, the Dalton team came here and won a 3-0 matchup over at Lawson Field. And I know that FC Birmingham's had this one circled on their calendar, hoping that they can do a much better showing this year. Ball crossed across the middle. Oh, a little bit of a scary kick there. Had to get that right. He did. Again, just want to point out the one-man ball crew that has been absolutely amazing this game. You'd think there was 6 of him. If he plays this quickly, I want him on my squad. Ball played across the middle, and Limeno plays it down the line. It's going to be let go out of bounds by FC Birmingham. We are now in the 91st minute. Sorry, guys, I kind of lost track of time. We're already a minute and a half into stoppage time. Don't know how much we expect, but I'm going to say we're going to get 5. Right now, FC Birmingham content to let the clock run, that's for sure. Limeno trying to build up an attack. A lot of their guys have got some really heavy legs at this point. Ball being thrown in. Goes to number 8. 8's been there. Unfortunate bounce off of Jaden Harris here is going to let them have a corner kick down in a dangerous position. We've hit the 93rd minute. Not going to have a whole lot more opportunities. So this is a big one for Limeno to try and if they want to try and salvage a point out of this game. Whew, that one almost trickled into the back of the net. Very fortunate by FC Birmingham that went wide. Going to be another corner kick. Number 7 taking the kick. He's put in a good ball a couple times. Ball across the middle. Oh. A lot of screams for a handball, but I think it would be a huge injustice given the fact that the PK got taken away at the other end. Ryan Borden taking the ball up the sidelines, able to keep it in. Plays the ball long to Edgar. Edgar flicks it on. We got a runner all by himself. Oh, Maynard taking him a little bit of time to get control. He plays it across to Edgar. Edgar places it into the corner, and that's it. That's the game, folks. Goal for FCB. Nice ball movement. I hope that the camera wasn't frozen for you guys. I'm hearing that it might have been frozen for the goal. That's very unfortunate if it was. But the ball was placed through. Edgar flicked it on to Maynard, who was making a run down the left-handed line. Ball was placed back to Edgar, and Edgar just absolutely slotted it into the far corner. Again, I don't know if the camera froze or if it didn't, but we're going to really hope that it didn't. And that's a ball game, guys. Final score: FC Birmingham 2, Limeno 0. Good win for the FC Birmingham U23s. Look forward to seeing them again soon, playing on the pitch, and they'll go into the third game of the season now with a 1-1 record. Final today: FC Birmingham U23s 2, Limeno Academy 0. Join you again in just a couple of hours for the first team's game against Dalton. So you still have time if you want to get out here to Falcon Park at Pleasant Grove and catch some amazing UPSL action both teams are here. Both teams are ready to go, and they'll get it on in just a couple of minutes.